Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel Let's Speak in English. Today we're going to discuss about 5 tenses that cover 90% of English grammar. If you learn these 5 tenses, then it's very easy for you to understand English grammar and how to use the tense in correct way during your communications. So let's get started and we discuss all these tenses one by one. Today we're going to discuss about just 5 tenses that cover 90% of English grammar. The first tense here is present simple tense. We use this tense every day in our daily life conversation. We use in writing, we use during speaking. So this is the present simple tense. So mostly we use in the present time while we talking. The second mostly used tense here is past simple tense. We use this past simple tense in our conversation. We talking about past most of time. We describing what we have done in the past and we describing our action what we did, and we use the most of time past simple tense during our conversation. And third mostly used tense is future simple tense. We describing about future what we going to do in the tomorrow or if in future what our plan we're going to discuss in everyday life, and we're talking in the future simple tense that time. And these 3 tenses cover this area about 75% of the area. These all 3 tenses cover. And fourth tense we use in our communication is present perfect simple, the number 4, and fifth one is present continuous tense. So these all 5 tenses here cover about 90% area of English grammar. If you learn these 5 tenses, you very easy to understand English grammar and very fluent in speaking when you speaking to someone, and very easy for you during conversation. And the rest area left here, this one small area, this one we use only rest of the 7 tenses. We use very rare these tenses we use, not in daily life conversation. Only special occasion we have special expression during that time we use these 7 tenses. That very rare use of these tenses. We use most of the time these 5 tenses. If you cover these 5, then very easy for you to understand English. So let's we cover all these 5 tenses one by one. So here we go. This one, mastering the most common English tenses, 90% of English we use. So let's we explain them one by one. First of all, the first tense here is present simple tense. So present simple tense we use for general truth and facts. So any general truth or facts we use present simple tense. On a habit or routine we use present simple tense. On a permanent situation we use that one as well. And we use present simple tense in scheduled event, and we use them for as well for instruction when we giving instruction for something. Let's have example here. She goes to school every day. So this describe an action in present, and the event happening in daily life in everyday situation. This is the best example here. So let's we go about this present simple tense in further detail. Where we use present simple tense, let's we go in further detail. As you just learned, the present simple makes up a large portion of daily communication, and rightfully so. Let's look at some of the most common use of the present simple. So first use here to talk about facts and statements that are always true. Example, most people prefer to shop online. And next use here statements that are true in the present. Example here, you are my best friend. We use present simple tense for routine action or habits in the present, often used with an adverb or frequency. So example here, do you always bike to work? We use present simple tense to refer to scheduled events in the future. For example here, Carmine's holiday officially starts on the 5th of October. And we use present simple tense to give direction or instruction. For example, mix the flour and water together to create a thick paste. As you can probably tell from our example, these kinds of statements and questions make up a large portion of our daily conversation. Let's move on the next tense, and next tense here is past simple tense. So where we use the past simple tense, very simple, we use past simple tense completed past actions, past habits, and historical events. Example here, I visited Paris last summer. Let's we go in further detail to discuss more about past simple tense. The past simple tense is the second most used tense because we use it to talk about completed actions in the past. And we love to talk about the past. Look at news article or pick up your favorite book. Most of them rely heavily on the past simple tense. So the past simple is commonly used to describe action that occurred at specific time in the past. For example, I visited Greece last summer with my girlfriend. And next, where we use past simple tenses, narrate a series of past events. So, example here, Yolanda woke up, brushed her teeth, and headed off to the office. So, this is an example. We use past simple tense to express habitual or repeated action in the past. For example, every morning Ben watered the plants and fed his dog. And we use to discuss past states or condition. For example, we were so tired after our long hike yesterday. Let's we go on the next tense. The next tense here is future simple tense. So future simple tense we use for prediction. We're going to use it for prediction, spontaneous decisions, and promises and offers. For example, I will call you later. So this is the example for future simple tense. Let's we go in further detail about the future simple tense. The future simple tense allow us to talk about what's going to happen at a time after the present moment. It's used as a way to predict outcomes, express intentions, make plans, and talk about expectations. The future simple tense is pretty straightforward as it only uses will and the base form of a verb. It is commonly used when talking about spontaneous decisions, predictions, promises, offers, and requests. Here, spontaneous decisions. Example here, I'm pretty hungry, I will order some food. For predictions, example here, the weather forecasts say it will rain tomorrow. For promises, example here, I will get to the office 20 minutes early to get everything set up. For offers, Mom will be happy to help you with your project if you need it. For requests, will you please pass me the salt? Let's move on the next tense, present perfect simple tense. We used for unfinished past actions, we used for life experience and past action with present result. An example here, she has traveled to Japan. Let's we describe further about the present perfect simple tense. We use present perfect simple tense to unfinished dates or action that started in the past. He has been in his new position for about 2 weeks. This is the example. And next we use here completed action with relevance to the present. For example, my dad has just pulled up to the house. We use present perfect simple tense for life events and experiences. For example, they have traveled around Asia and most of Europe. And we use present perfect simple tense action or events at an unspecified time in the past. For example, yeah, we have tried that recipe. Let's move on the number 5, the tense number 5, present continuous tense. We used for action happening now, temporary action, and future plans. For example, I'm studying for my exam. Let's we further discuss about the present continuous tense. We usually use the present continuous tense to describe actions that are happening at the present moment or around the present time. It focuses on the action that are in progress or temporary situations. We use the present continuous to talk about a few different situations like describing things happening right now. Deborah is wiping up some delicious banana pancakes. And next here, talking about activities that are most permanent. For example, I'm giving this workout plan a shot for a month to see how it makes me feel. And talking about activities that are not permanent. I'm giving this workout plan a sort of a month to see how it makes me feel. And discussing plan or events that will happen in the future. For example, Mark is not going to that conference next month. He changed his mind. And we're using here as well action happening around a specific time. For example, I'm working this morning, but I will be free this afternoon. And describing things that are gradually changing or improving. For example, the city is slowly becoming more eco-friendly with new recycling programs and bike lanes. So why these 5 tenses matter? Because these tenses cover 90% of English usage. Mastering them allow for effective communication in daily life. I have cues for you to test your understanding. So I have 2 questions for you here. First one here, which tense is used for daily routine? First option past simple, second present simple, third option future simple. Which one is correct? Give me in the comment. And next question here, what is the correct sentence? First, I was finished my work. Second, I have finished my work. Third, I finished my work. Which one is correct from these? Give them in the comments. Hopefully you got it and you understand about these 5 tenses, how to use them correctly in a sentence. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Give us a like and subscribe the channel as well.